Hello, and thank you so much for coming back. This is Joanna from Joanna the Medium, or I am Joanna the Medium. Thank you so much for your patience. The videos for September are coming a little bit late. I was just absolutely swamped in September. Thanks to you for the most part. The soul coaching sessions have proven to be a tremendous hit. There were 75% of all my work in September, and clients, you have found them to be extraordinarily helpful. So thank you for that. Thank you very much. This is obviously, these are general readings. It will not apply to all of you. That would be absolutely impossible. If one reading doesn't apply to you, look at your other signs as it may form a greater picture. I am also becoming very, very aware that the energies that I am working with are energies that are meant to give messages in a broader context. And what I mean by this is information is coming forward to help you look at life and at situation or situations from a different perspective. And the reason why that's being given to you at this time is because those of you who are ready for the next step of your soul's growth will instantly resonate with what's being said. Those are also messages that are not specific necessarily with regards to what's going on with your life and how you need to fix it. And for that reason, some of you will get very frustrated with me, and that's fine. If that's the case, you may not be ready for the information that I will be presenting moving forward. Sometimes it's just a matter of timing. Sometimes you're not ready to hear something, but you may be ready for a month from now or 2 months from now. And I absolutely respect that. I've been there myself. But it is very much as me saying, these messages are meant to help you how to fish rather than to give you fish every single time, because helping you learn how to fish is going to empower you to take better care of yourself in a more empowered way, versus if I was to be feeding you all the time and giving you information. That's actually very disempowering. And my greatest passion is to help people become empowered and find their own light in order to grow and live happy lives that start from feeling good within. So that is my greatest hope for all of you. And some of you are just looking for things to be fixed. And, if that's the case, you probably will not resonate with a lot of the messages that I say here. And that's totally okay. I am completely open to that, and I have respect for that. Okay. Is there anything else that I want to say? No, of course, if you would like a private message, you can also email me at joannahthemedium or info@joannahthemedium.com, but I have included links for you down below, so it's much easier so you don't have to look. I also want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, as always, for watching, sharing, subscribing, for if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this. September is going to be an interesting month, to say the least. It is a month of changes and transformations for many of you, myself included. These aren't changes that are bad, or at least should not be looked at it that way, but there's definitely an energy of change that is very apparent in most of the readings that I've done for September. I think that's it. I don't want to spend too much of your time blabbing. So let's get on to the readings. And again, thank you so much for watching, sharing, and subscribing. And I look forward to hearing from you as far as your comments, because I love hearing those and reading those. And some of you have said I should stop going and I actually just noticed that I do that a lot. So I'm going to try and pay attention to that as much as I can. But it is something that's ingrained, so it's going to take me a bit of time to eradicate, but I obviously thank you for that comment. Without further ado, let's get started with the readings. See you soon. Hello and welcome back. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Leo, sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign. I will connect with spirit for the first part of the message, And I have 3 cards face down, and I will follow with that after the channeled messages. My music keeps turning itself on and off. Must be the retrograde season or something. Okay, let's get going. I hear the words patience and gratitude. And I'm asking for more explanation. Gratitude for what once was. And I'm seeing an image of a cross. This cross is presented to me. It has a feel too of being in a cemetery. So I am being taken to someone's grave. I hear the word mourning. So for some of you, you have lost someone, a dear friend, a mother, a parent, someone close to you. I also hear the word coworker. And I heard the word cancer. This is not a prediction. This is what has happened. And I hear the words August. So for some of you, you have lost a dear one, a loved one, a dear friend in the month of July or August. And then I hear the words, allow yourself to be free from the judgments of self. And then I hear the word blame. It very much feels to me, if you have lost someone, you are judging yourself or blaming yourself for something that you didn't do. And I hear the words, didn't do enough. Feeling like you haven't or didn't do enough. And then I hear the words, reclaim your power by allowing yourself to grieve for the person you have lost has grown, has allowed you to grow in tremendous ways. This is a very interesting message. And I hear the word mom. So some of you have just recently lost a mother figure. A mom, 9, I'm being shown number 9, which is endings and a certain door closing. And I am literally seeing a casket, which is my symbol for funeral. And I don't get that very often. Again, this is not a prediction. For those of you who want to shoot me right now, this is not a prediction. This is something that already happened. The person has already passed and the services have already been done or are in a process of being done. So this is not something that will happen. It's done. Okay. Allowing yourself to grieve is the most important aspect of this process. Holding yourself hostage for questioning what should have been or what was or what should I have done or I didn't do this or that is not congruent with healing. I also see a dog. For some of you, you have lost a pet. And this dog is actually shown to me as, it looks what I would term, what reminds me of a lab. And this lighter colored, it's not chocolate, it's not black, it's lighter colored lab. Or a retriever. It has a little bit of a long, actually labs don't have long hair, but I said the word lab for a reason. Or golden retriever, or a breed or dog that resembles that breed. I also hear the words 9 long years. And whether you've had this pet for 9 years, whether someone has been dealing with a condition for 9 years, something with 9 years is very, very important. I'm asking if this is a child, and I'm getting a no. So I don't feel the person was 9 years of age. That is not the case. This is a little bit heavier message. I hear allow yourself to grieve and then move on, and I'm asking him what's the significance of this. I feel like whoever this was for you, there are some things that you still need to do pertaining to this person, whether it's to do with property, division of property, will, something that still has to be done. And he's saying to me, it's important for you not to procrastinate with doing the final things that are connected to this person. And I hear will, because if procrastinating actually stalls the healing process. And I don't know why this is important for you to know, but I'm just trusting Spirit knows what they're talking about, even though sometimes I don't. For some of you, you have lost a spouse or some significant other. And I'm hearing allow yourself to open up to greater love. Not that you're going to run out the door and look for a partner. But there is something with this message that seems really off to me, but I'm going to trust that this makes sense to you. Okay, he's asking me to move that aside. The other part I want to talk about is a project, somebody's work project. This is very different from the other part of the message. And I'm being shown a project will need to be looked over again, or there are some things you're going to come back to in a project because things were overlooked or things were not looked at in finer detail. So there's some changes that are going to take place with this project, but I see it definitely come back to look at things with finer detail or in finer detail. You will need to redo or reestablish some things in regards to project. I hear buildings, home. For some of you, this is going to be a home or building connected project. So maybe you're building a home, you're building homes, or you're building buildings. But this is a current project that you've been working on for several months. And it is supposed to be finished or completed by spring, or something about spring of next year. Next year? It's either next year or 2018. For some of you, it's next year. For some of you, it's 2018. But there's something substantial with this project and building, okay? Something was overlooked. So you will come back to it. He's also saying to me, there's some kind of astrological aspect of planets that makes us assess and reassess certain things. So this isn't necessarily a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I feel like it is a good thing, because if the project was to go ahead in its original state or with its original plan, there would be some major and significant flaw in the building. So I don't know if it's foundation of the building. I hear the words plumbing. That is very specific. That's going to apply to very few of you, but it is said to me for a reason. So I'm assuming this is very significant to you. And I don't feel there's anything else with this. So let's go with the cards and see if there's some other messages for other people, or those of you who this didn't resonate with. So the first card represents your past or your background. And we have the card called Discontent and Boredom, but the card was shown to be in reverse. So this is a card full of emotion. This is an emotional card. 4 of Cups would be the traditional tarot deck. This is a card of emotional stability, but stability at a very foundation of its being, or its stage. I want to call it that way. So because it's shown to me in reverse, I'm going to ask what this means. And I hear the words go, 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 go. And this is pertaining to a project. Again, there's an emotional, when I connect emotionally to this card, I feel like decisions were made. There's a rushing component to this. I don't know how else to explain it. This reading feels very off to me for some reason, but I'm just going to plow through it because I feel I need to. If in fact you had started a project, it is showing to me that it was rushed in some way. I also feel the rushing was because of somebody else. Either you promised something to somebody else, or the decision to rush this was not yours entirely, but it was connected to somebody else, and hence the rushing. This is a project. I'm telling you, this is some kind of a project. This is project work related, but also project perhaps personally related. For some of you, this is going to be with regards to relationships, and he's showing me jumping into a relationship with both feet and head in first. I don't know if that happens, but you understand, with head first or both feet, without so much as contemplating or looking at the bigger picture. And we'll see what the present card represents, but there is a feeling of being rushed into something. If for those of you who this is regarding a relationship, I feel you were pushed or rushed by someone else to make the decision to either move in or move in with a relationship or move on with a relationship. But I feel like something is amiss right now, and it's because it was rushed. So I'm just not going to spend too much time on this. I'm going to go to the next card, which is the present time or the problem. Oh, actually, that's interesting. And this is balance. Now, that's an interesting card to get because that's not a problem. This is a card pertaining to who you are on an internal level. Balance, well, it's pretty much self-explanatory. It is major arcana. It is a really powerful card. It's a very, well, it's the justice card in a traditional tarot deck. So I'm going to ask him what this is about. And he says to me, you are now weighing things out. Okay, so whatever this you were rushed to, whether it is a project relating to buildings, whether it's project relating to work, whether it's rushed into a relationship, right now you're in a process of contemplating and assessing or reassessing. So you're weighing things out right now, okay? Balance is, in another way, a scale, or in a different tarot deck, traditional tarot deck, it's shown as a scale, and that's about balancing or weighing things out. But the words I hear is you're weighing things out right now, and you're contemplating major decisions. I also hear and feel that you are stepping back because there's a need to assess and more likely reassess your current status and situation. There is an element of not feeling, of feeling like there's something is not right. And if it's not right because of what I said earlier, there's a component missing and there's going to be a major flaw in the building, well, that could be it. If it's in a relationship, if things feel out of balance, or if things seem kind of off to you, you are weighing things out. There's definitely a contemplative state to this, and that's not typically what I would say by seeing this card, but that's the feeling I get with this. It's to do with contemplation. It's weighing things out. That's the most appropriate way that I can put this. The next card is your future or advice. Yeah, relationships. For some of you, you're weighing things out within your relationships. You jumped into a relationship too quickly, or you were pushed into it too quickly, and now you're kind of thinking and realizing, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe that was too much of a hasty decision. Next card is future and advice. This is your thoughts. 9 is number of endings. It's called suffering in silence. Okay? So, well, as you see this lady, she's looking at, well, she's sitting at a rock by herself. She has, I don't know what it is with her, but she's by herself. She doesn't seem to be very happy. She's looking at a distance, and there is a contemplation atmosphere within her. And when I look at the sky, it's not peaceful, crystal blue sky. There's stuff going on. 9 is number of endings. So I'm going to see what this is, whether it's advice or a possible end result or outcome. What I'm being shown is that what I'm being told is that you're going to find yourself in a situation where you feel like you need to end things abruptly. This is going to be either with a relationship, you've been contemplating and weighing things out, or this is going to be in a project that started very quickly and rushed, and you're going to either end it or put a stop to it quite rapidly. And I feel like I'm driving, then off I go. There's an element of needing to end something, but the word abruptly comes to me very, very prominently. I also feel that when you end whatever this is, you will feel like you have a lot to lose. Whether you will lose a lot or not, that's a different story, and I don't feel you will, but there will be a feeling that you are going to lose a lot, or there's a potential for you to lose. And the reason why you will feel this is because there's a part of you that feels that maybe you're making a mistake. And that fear is going to creep in and send your ego into a very fearful state. And all I keep seeing is all is well and continue on your road. So there's definitely an aspect of there's something is going to end at some point. Again, whether it's stop the project because it has to be reassessed, stop in a relationship because it has to be reassessed, or you don't want to be there anymore. Something is going to end abruptly. It is also possible that you will end a particular way of thinking or certain processes that have been with you for a long time. And what I mean by this is certain set of belief systems that make you think and feel a certain way. This is the thinking card. So this is about our thoughts. This is the air element. This is very significant for some of you. I can't put my finger on what it is, but I hear the word relationships. So if you're at work and you're going to put a stop to a project, that also will involve a lot of other people. Other people will not and may not be on board with what you're doing because their agenda is to push things through because they have timelines and deadlines that have to be met. You will recognize something that is missing and you will put yourself out there in a position that will feel like you have a lot to lose. And what I hear is what you are doing is the right thing. Listen to your intuition. Very, very important here. You'll have a lot of fears coming up. Your ego will be screaming at you, oh, don't do this, you're going to ruin your life or career, whatever. But you are asked to listen to your intuition. And this is not a message that I would not necessarily connect to this card. But like I said, I don't read cards, and I'm just giving what I'm being asked to give at any particular moment. And I can't give anything else because I don't know what more there is. I hear the words stay true to your heart and stay true to your words. And he's asking me not to interpret this. Not to interpret this. I'm going to leave it at this because it's a very convoluted message. Of all the 12 signs, this is the only message that feels off, okay? And I just don't quite know what to do with it, but I'm just going to leave it. At the end of the day, I feel you're going to make the right decision that will be right for you and for the people that are concerned or other people that are concerned. There is a possibility that you will be upsetting other people, but they are not looking at the situation with your eyes and the right intentions. And that's really, really important for you to know. Okay. I also hear the word integrity. Whatever it is that you'll be dealing with, you are going to come from a place of integrity. Those who will not agree with you may not come from the same point of integrity as you. And that's why I feel you will have a bit of an inner conflict, because there'll be some things at stake. You will feel that there will be some things that you might lose because of your decision or because of your actions. But stay true to yourself and to your word, and proceed with the utmost integrity. I'm going to leave it at that because that could be explained in so many different situations. If this does make sense to you, please comment down below. I would love to hear it. I always love hearing your comments. If it doesn't make sense to you, listen to the other signs, for it may offer a greater picture. I wish you best month of September. I can't talk. If you would like a private reading, of course, you can connect with me at info@joannahthemedium.com, or I have included those down below for your ease, or so it's easier for you. And until October, I wish you best of luck. Take care. Thank you so much for watching, sharing, and subscribing, and I will see you soon. Bye.